Всех приветствую на стриме. Начинаем проходить игру GreedFall. Вот. Поэтому занимайте места, чай, кофе. Продолжаем играть. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, не забывайте, ребят. Погнали. Что у нас тут? В этой игре можно улучшать навыки и снаряжение. Так, заниматься ремеслом, часть подумать боевую тактику. Подходит игрокам, которые прочитают симулятивную сложность. Низко. В этом же спутники сильны, а враги слабые пассивны. Подходит игр, которые предпочитают уделять больше внимания истории, а не тактике и ремеслу. В этом режиме можете путешествовать по острову, не отвлекаясь на развитие навыка, улучшение снаряжения. Ваш персонаж почти не получает урона и быстро побеждает любых противников. Так, и заниматься часть. Ну давайте. Упс. Ну, я, по-моему, обычно нажал, да. Ладно, ничего страшного. Что, я думаю, там можно поменять будет сложность на крайняк. Господин доктор, не могли бы вы немного выпрямиться? Вот так? Да, да, да. Подбородок пониже. Взгляд немного вправо. Чудесно, замрите. А, это внешность мы. А что это сразу же мужик тогда? А муж, она хоп, а муж женщина. Хера себе. А что это у нее такое? Не, лучше мужик. О, кстати, уже мне нравится. Готов вариант. Вот это мне нравится уже. Вот этот вариант мне нравится. Ладно, хрен с ним. Погнали. А, это какой-то смазливый. Нет, мне не нужен. А, повернись мне лицом мне. Усы, борода. Вот такая. Ну, вот эти, бля, брови, бля, густые, да? Так, что у нас маг? Что у нас делает маг? Наука, интуиция, духовная сила, сила воли, паралич, тяжелое одноручное оружие, кольцо, божественная магия. Блин, неинтересно мне. Стихийная ловушка, огнестрельное оружие, одноручное оружие. Специалист по изменению слоев на поле. Пригодность характеризует меткость, ловкость, наука, взлом. Сила выноса, ремесло, энергичность. Одноручное, тяжелое, огнестрельное оружие. Ну, это типа как вор. Специалист по изменению слоя поля боя. Специалист по ближнему бою. Не знаю даже. Вот либо инженер, наука взлом, да, а тут ремесло, энергичность. Ну, мне, блин, ну, в принципе, огнестрельное оружие тоже. Мне тоже огнестрельное оружие, да? Одноручное оружие. Единственное, что у него стихийная ловушка появляется, получается, тут. То есть он как бы охотник, можно сказать, да? Ремесло, наука, взлом, меткость, ловкость. Энергичность. Какие-то вот таланты. Наука, взлом. Взламывать. Сила, выносливость. Даже не знаю, не знаю. Мне вот между вот этим... Но я двуручное бы оружие взял бы на самом деле. Двуручку. Тяжело одноручное оружие. Вот так даже называется. Это, то бишь, это даже не просто одноручное оружие, а тяжелое одноручное. Оно получается легкое только, получается, оружие можно брать, да? Маг вообще там ни хера. Тяжелое одноручное оружие, а почему? Науку изучать, ловкость и меткость. А, ну вот здесь он будет стрелять. Давайте перейдем к этому этапу. Угу. Офигеть. Сила воли, меткость, выносливость. Меткость и ловкость. Это полезно. Не, возьмем воина. Воина возьмем, потому что я все-таки ближний бой, все-таки ближник. Я люблю в ближнем бою драться. Воина возьмем. Силы выноса, да? Самое лучшее такое взять. Конечно, я бы урон тоже меткости бы немножко. Тоже бы на самом деле урон бы улучшил бы. Ну, тут, в принципе, все очень легко. То есть, да, вот прокачиваешь вот эту, если ты этот как ловкостью, то есть занимается, либо ты маг, вот, и вот твои вот метки. То есть, как бы тебе не надо тут что-то прокачивать, там что-то прокачивать. То есть, тебе вот, пожалуйста, вот меткость, урон, пробивание брони, получается, идет физический урон и выброска ярости. Угу. Ну, кстати, ловкость ярости, кстати, ему тоже этому воину лучше улучшать. А, вот ремесло. Там у него что, энергичное ремесло? Короче, энергичное ремесло нужно. И вот это, да? Я хочу.
You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparation without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see.
А, там двуручное оружие, бля, ёпта. А, справа затравлил. Блин.
What a thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor! It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother.
А, вот можно и иксы.
It's never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Так, я хочу его отметелить. О, смотрите.
What is this?
Что такое? Нифига себе.
I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Ну, это, в принципе, не такие длинные диалоги, да? Но это мне нравится. Так, сейчас, подождите, я сейчас... Так, погнали.
Kurt?
Я готов.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
А, вот смотрите, можно принимать в группу, да? Хорошо, неплохо. Минутная стража, подозрительность, отношения. А, снаряжение можно глянуть, да? Угу. Карта понятна. Так, вернуться. Угу. Угу. Так.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Tleme and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Сосителем, что за по сосителем? Напали.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing. But it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. Could you tell me anything about Ptolemy?
It would be a pleasure. We follow the teachings of Mateus and give thanks each day to the Lumen. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the...
I've heard say that dissensions have...
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates. The Lord Luminous has an extremely... but other... more... They believe that a less rigid diet, but their differences are purely theory.
What's your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of we appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle... Thanks to your support, the congregation is our most precious... That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance...
How's Thélème faring on Tirfredi?
We built a marvelous city. Did you know that certain historians believe our missionaries there are a multitude? Not a... Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. But I am confident that the Order... And we have tremendous hopes that the...
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their...
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any... The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay, which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue...
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light...
Короче, это проповедники, да? Которые нам нахер не нужны. Так. Типа римское папство. Так, это по сути Thélème. Там Фаско. О, что это тут все горит? А там типа магия. Там магия типа. Сильная магия туда-сюда. А тут наука, да? Типа эти. Стрелки типа.
But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his ally. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council. This union was originally put into place to better resist, but our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and of course, exchanges in knowledge. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance. Each day, we push the limits of our...
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation?
Our relations hang us... The exchanges are very profitable. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite... But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also...
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tirfredi for much longer than we have. What can you...
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around... Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only... It is a luxurious island, an enormous dead volcano. The vegetation is extremely varied. We discovered animals. Some are bigger than houses. But savage and crude people also live there. But you shall discover all...
And what of your war with Tlaloc?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't. But that's the way of the world. We shall not...
Have you been fighting battles there?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully... Direct conflicts are, in fact, quite rare.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
Мне нравится, пока я смотрю, так, ну, очень маленькие эти, диалоги. То, что мне нравится, в принципе. Вот. Так, найти шарлатана. Ага. Посольство Телема, дом 7 Фотен. 7 Фотен, монетной стражи. Можно пожрать, можно старить. Теперь что у нас тут?
It's blocked.
Тоже ничего интересного, да? Сирена. Какие-то пустые здания, то бишь ты заходишь и получается ничего нету, да? Вот что какое-то оружие должно быть все-таки, да? Ну, что это? Иди ты в жопу. Пройти. То бишь, обычно что-то должно быть, да, там валяться. А тут заходишь, получается, и ни хрена. Зашел в казармы, да, и ничего нету вообще ничего. Ну, это даже нечего стырить, как-то неинтересно. Я думаю, может, это оружие какое-нибудь я найду. Да, вообще ничего не валяется, ни денег, ничего. Что там хотел со мной подрядить-то хотел? Блин, не туда, нахрен. На. О. Зеленокрылый.
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do.
сказать, что...
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And I valued your friendship. And to be honest, you and anything else?
I must leave you.
Да, пора идти. Найти.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking?
Ага. Холодное оружие, стрельное оружие, доспехи, что тут? Качество 12. Ну, вот это можно продать, шляпа разбойника. Да. Перчатки. О, кстати. Продать. О. Так, старость шляпа, это понятно. Ах ты сволочь такая, нельзя продать. Тоже нельзя, да? Блюю что-то там, блин. Шкура. Ну, шкура ставим. Ладно, хрен с ним. Покупка. Что тут купить можно? А сколько мне голды-то вообще? 11 голды. Что-то просто интересно, что тут вообще можно? Палец каторжника. Ух ты как. А вот эти. Интересно как. А по доспехам что там? Вот эта треуголка, кстати, неплохая, интересная. Перчатки неплохие. Шлем, плащ матроса. Плащ понятно. Так, а как мне это? Вот.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see,
Мы даже не показали.
I'm still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Have you finally made up your mind?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us, to prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his
Пипец.
Think back to the note.
Жесть.
We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Hello, sir.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's a Malicor and the night. The epidemic still rages. Now that we have a city there.
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. People stopped going out of their homes. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge people were still distrustful. I also lost quite a few regular customers, but that's nothing new to you. This...
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tirfredi.
Right.
Мне нравится, даже заставки не показали, как он сбежал. Просто и убежал.
Treasure abounds under every rock. Last night, some naughts even told me. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Ту-ту-ту-ту-ту-ту. Ну где этот товарищ? Наверху он. А что тут у нас тут? Я говорю, как это, знаешь, какие-то пустые зоны. Ты заходишь в дом, заперто. Понятно. А что это такое тут? А, о, видите, все-таки что-то есть. Сырая железная шурупа. Упс. Здравствуйте. А он даже не услышал. Опять вы? Что это делаете? Эти наши... Вы видите. Самец недоволен вашим детям. Сахин. Опять он разрушил мою карьеру. Он не успокоится это не. Мы можем член Академии Сада.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an
Кто
imposter.
называется?
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I understand if you don't believe me after all that. But I haven't. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I was unfortunate enough to oppose certain great minds. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners to find a remedy to the Malachor. They won't hesitate.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't...
But you could just as easily produce real healing.
You don't understand. I fled. But this potion is an attempt to create...
So you manipulate people to use this experiment?
I don't have a choice. But it does not harm.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming a small sip of this mixture provokes in me. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion,
perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your...
So...
Причем помочь ему будет арестовать его. Блин, я бы его просто забрал его к себе. Знаете, вот. На самом деле. Я бы его забрал. Но я думал, может он будет, типа, забрать его к себе на корабль. А почему нельзя его забрать к себе на корабль? Пусть там... Это... Ну ладно. Только пообещать, что не вернетесь.
I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Я выбрал трудный путь, да? Как обычно, да. Ой.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you're angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped! He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
I can procure you some excellent potions, as long as you promise to put an end to this. True potions of healing like those you thought you were buying.
What are you, some sort of alchemist then? I hope you're not the same feather as the other. If that's the case, we have enough rope to hang the both of them!
Trust me, I swear that each and every one of you will receive one.
Ah, our trust was already given. We're going nowhere without seeing the merchandise.
Such a large number of potions. This story's gonna cost you a fortune.
These vials could be lying around anywhere. I need to keep my eyes peeled.
The merchant is there. To my help! Death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon.
There's been a misunderstanding. In fact, I've already had a word with your...
They're asking that we pay again, despite how...
It's just that the price has gone up.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a...
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an aide.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment.
That's right. He told me, and so he must have thought the guard would end up paying him.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent...
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid. If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them.
This whole story sounds as you're demanding a second payment, but refuse to reimburse the...
I'm not the one demanding, nor refusing.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the prince. During our conversation, you explained to me that you're... That's regrettable. Especially as you will be... You know as well as I that the congregation...
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
I beg your pardon, sir, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant at the guard was quite specific, so I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in front.
Whatever is he talking about?
Your guess is as...
This is preposterous. Your master is a thief. I have no patience for bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from my own.
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice.
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this.
Тут. Ну, прошу вас. Уже навеска помнил. Да-да-да, не бейте меня.
Very well. I'm counting on you to deliver this merchandise as quickly as possible.
Yes, good sir. I'll take care of it immediately.
Репутация -1, торгуешь сообществом. Репутация -1. Ну а что я здесь делаю? Если они дурачки, бля, и... Очки. Смотрите, огнестрельное оружие, ловушки, кольцо божественное, паралич, тяжелое оружие позволяет сражаться с тяжелым оружием пальцем. Два очка нужно. А это что такое? Перегра позволит. Но пока не будем, ладно. Ну такое на самом деле.
Sir Desarde, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally...
Excellent news. I'm afraid that...
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand.
The commander was quite...
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Port Authority formalities for shipping, and we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonor.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle them?
I would never ask you to do such a thing.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of...
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution. But this cargo must reach...
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall... So you're back. Right then.
I regret to say that...
They are.
Well then, I await your...
Понятно. Что непонятно, ни хрена, ничего.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to have you seen it. Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
No, not yet. I've taken a long look.
Ну, красивая картинка с кораблями, вы смотрите. Вообще красота.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't...
Don't worry. We'll find him in time.
I certainly hope so. Would you be...
What will be your official title on Tier 4D?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. But His Highness has also asked me to... I am therefore required to take note of it, also obtain as much knowledge as possible. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs...
It's always a privilege to help. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see your cabin boy?
It's been 2 days since I've had any... It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. I meant, but the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but...
This Jonas, does he have any close...
In tradition, we are all members of the same family.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking.
Take a look around. There are far too many coming. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I paid no... That said, we did catch a
Smuggler. Maybe he...
in the port jails. Now, may I ask you, why the sudden interest?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Teleme has entrusted me...
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the... Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far... They're making quite some ruckus, asking to... We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain you're potential but we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially.
What do you mean?
That's discretion and malice.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin, by chance? To be honest, we were hoping to find...
Did you say he was intending on celebrating? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern.
That isn't the safest place in the city.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship.
Impossible. You're too late. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, so... Unless you're asking me to turn...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking...
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for...
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, then...
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these...
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you. My quartermaster is a half-crazed Brit. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my place guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait.
Sorry, Kurt.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wants.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail...
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard.
Our magic, yes. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea. Others are sea gifted. Joining the Nords for... It's how the guild is made and maintained.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tirfredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. The natives have a relationship with them. They're a very friendly people, welcoming. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the...
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city. Certain zones are owned completely by us. And it's a good port. Were it not for the mallet.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's. The young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain...
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the...
Did anything seem out of the ordinary?
Maybe a tad troubled.
Why would that be?
Boy, I haven't the faintest...
What does Jonas do in his free time? When you're...
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin, and when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old...
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Does he know anyone?
No one.
Do you think he could have made himself any...
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good...
I don't know where to start with this.
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, the itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas... I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator. He knows his craft well, in spite of being...
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an ad...
I need to be going. Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing captain.
Talking about Jonas? You bet your stuff. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the other day, in the tavern, I saw him talk. And then when we left, him and I, well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took...
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my leg...
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. And the captain? No, not telling him.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you?
Maybe.
Do you know what was on his...
No.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere captain?
How would I know?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the town. I seem to recall that regular being there. The kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his...
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for that.
Thank you, Laura. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this. Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you...
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been...
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been
A kidnapping. In my establishment. I would have noticed.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler.
I see. An able-bodied man.
Where might I find him?
Here. He would never give away. Anything else?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on...
There was indeed a party here last night.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen... Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue...
I don't believe it. Of course. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you. A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood.
Let me take a look.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged.
That's not a small sum.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his...
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't recognize you.
No. Have no fear about that. I'm looking for a naught that disappeared 2 days ago. After visiting a young cabin boy.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with
Tell me what happened that evening.
a rich merchant came in. The kind of man you can round up for a few coins. They exchanged words with the cabin boy.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for it. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab... I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if...
What can you tell me about the boy?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he... And he must have been right to be nervous.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think?
No, sir. You are in luck. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal.
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Greetings, Your Excellency.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able to repair it?
Yes, just like new.
That does indeed look like fine work.
I would hope. Can you tell me...
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or dangerous fellows. They've a store...
What kind of business?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin...
Thank you for the information.
Get off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got in. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please. Might I help you, sir?
I need to be going.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. And to what do I owe the honor?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here. But
It concerns a delicate matter. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the... He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I...
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses... And that his men escorted him from the tavern using force.
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to...
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimony.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men. A gesture that your drunkards must have...
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken...
It is what they do. Through pact.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own... This horrible, constant ransoming. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what...
Where might I find your son?
I cannot say, Excellency. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Excuse me, madam.
If you would be so...
With respect, my lady.
А, тут беготня тоже. По этим закоулочкам. Ну, трупаки там уже сложили, блядь. Нафты.
So, you still haven't found your cousin? As you...
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our ship.
I'm still without news of my cabin boy.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give...
A contract? But what kind of contract are we...
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents, and ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We...
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side.
Don't worry. Well,
I certainly hope so. Would you be...
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. She told me a strange story about her son who was... She said that he was taken when he was a child due to...
Who was a cabin boy?
They took him back.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do... Since time immemorial, there has always been a... Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require... From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord. And certain...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between...
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy, Sir Fontaine, has made a fortune trading with the Alliance.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is what counts most, is that you bring the boy. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dear.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to...
Уже что-то лежит.
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Excuse me, madam.
If you would be so kind.
With respect, my lady.
Ладно. Сохранение, блядь, делать это. Так. Сжигают трупы. Типа как чума, что ли, получается, идет тут. А тут что, есть что-нибудь?
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Sir de Sardet, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your
Очень важно, но ты о нем беспокоиться.
worried about his disappearance.
Those Nauts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? I looked into the contract that binds you to the Nauts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Nauts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Nauts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell. Locked.
А, кстати, можно разрушить эти. Вот так.
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Что мне бегать туда-сюда мне?
If you had any idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seeds.
Да, я тоже согласен, нехрен давать.
Someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. Oh, he's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out or gag him.
Скрытость, конечно, тут на высоком уровне прям.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
Well, I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you, I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt.
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
А, тут можно разрушить, то есть, понимаешь, что ты либо отгружаешь. А может отпинать, а? Ну просто... Чё? Упс. Хорошо, что сохранилка. Да. Они сильные, кстати говоря. Ну да, по-моему. Ля-ля-ля-ля-ля-ля-ля-ля. Можно будет даже купить теле, я думаю, на крайняк. Упс, не туда побежал. Так.
Idea how to get in there without being noticed.
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable. Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Well now, can we get going?
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so why is the Inquisition looking for—
Our only error was wanting to—
It's true. We presented our research, but—
We fled all the way to Serene, but the Inquisition wants to silence—
Tell me more about your research.
Our work concerned
the disciple of Saint Matthias.
The very same. His writing was carefully—
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he's—
And?
Teofredi is without any doubt, but the text that we discovered—
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the Illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from—
It was written in black and white.
I understand now what that— This voice from the depths sounds more—
The sacred texts are always difficult.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least—
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken—
That would be better than—
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what—
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation. We were even ready to say that we had never—
It served no purpose. It's our lives there.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek—
I beg of you, please do not deliver—
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance, if he can be persuaded to offer you a—
Your goodness honors you.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from— Stay here. I'll be back.
swarm through. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you. Have you seen it? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. You'll find all you need in our selection. Do you have those potions?
Yes, here they...
Hey, did you see that? That other alchemist.
The colour looks like it should. Not like those others.
Well then. Since you... The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
So, did you find a...
I persuaded the mob to disperse.
Very well. What power of persuasion?
You are free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately.
I owe you my life, sir.
I remind you to never step foot.
I have no
Locked. Your Excellency.
Lord de Sardet.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sardet.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sardet.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Matthäus, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging.
We are willing.
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to...
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately.
I need to be going.
Goodbye, Lord de Sardet.
We owe you our lives. We are...
It was nothing. I hope you won't have to...
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart. Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet.
It pains me to inform...
Curse them! How could that...
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle...
The bridge. Right, but I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do.
I must be going. Farewell.
May the light...
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tirfredi. I'm
enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your...
Are you ready? Can we...
We should be able to set sail with the tide. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have...
You do. It's a rather sad...
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells... I do thank you. I didn't think your actions bring you honor.
Be back soon, Captain.
Sir?
Are you ready?
We should be able to...
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tirfredi. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nords are strange, but they're not idiots.
А можно было не покупать зелье, оказывается. Можно было забрать.
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Ooh. Здравствуйте.
Captain, keep my cousin safe.
Ух ты, блядь. Управление. Оружие, блядь. М.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Gentlemen! cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Wear and cut and ready hot to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a win!
Новая серия, не забывайте тратить полученные гарантии. Знаю, это позволит вам улучшать снаряжение мастерских, но это потом подумаем. Мы даже на 3 кораблях идем. GreedFall. Это, знаете, вступительный час, получается, шла у меня практически 2 часа. Да не то, что практически, а по сути 2 часа шла. Смотрю, у вас за торжественный прием.
Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor.
Не знаю, что мы приготовили к моему приезду, но я бы с удовольствием ее пропустил.
Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see. It seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nauts. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are! To your health. Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
Ну, это воин получается чисто. Так.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
You seem to be mad at me for some reason.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
I can't blame you. Most nobles are tiresome. Right?
You have? I was wrong about you. You are different. I hope you can forgive my manners. It was... Did you want anything else?
How did you become a Nord?
As you may have guessed, I was given to the Nords when I was a little child. I think I was originally from the congregation. But I took my first steps on the deck of a ship. That's all I can remember. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Так, ну все, ребят, на сегодня все. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки. До новых встреч, ребят, до следующего стрима. Всем спокойной ночи. Сладких снов всем.